see where you were racing.
In your condition, I should just take you home. Besides, they never set up the course till just before the race.
You can still cruise the street legal. See if we need to tweak it any.
That's what you want. Hey, you want me to turn up the heat a little bit?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good race, man. Just like old times. Remember those two chicks that you blew NSX a couple summers ago?
Shaved door handles and projected headlights.
Man, they blew past us just as we hit the light.
Yeah, and then when they caught up to us,
They ripped up their shirts and threw them in our faces! Oh, man, good time. How about that one time I took my big brother's Trans Am out of the shop, huh? Drove to Enrique's party.
We didn't roll anywhere. Drove off without me.
Hey, that was only because I didn't want to get busted, you know? But you made it there. Eventually.
Yeah, I walked there.
I'm sorry, man. But we did have a good time, though, huh? Remember how Enrique made us drink a whole bottle of tequila?
Yeah, and I puked it up all up in the car on the way home.
Good times, man, good times. Hey, you all right?
Sometimes when I go to sleep, man, I'm scared I ain't gonna wake up. I ain't never gonna get married, I ain't never gonna have kids.
Come on, man, don't talk like that.
How else do you expect me to talk? The pain pills they gave me to cling ain't even cutting it anymore. I can't afford it anyway. Now we start cancers for old people. I'm scared, Marco. I don't want to die.
Look, you're not gonna die, all right? We only made it this far because of you. You built this machine, all right? You're gonna watch it win. So stop talking like that.
That's weird. They weren't supposed to set up the course for another week.
Maybe they set it up for you.
Huh. 1.5 mile lap, one hairpin. If you want to beat the course record, you gotta be redlining on all the straightaways.
I don't know, dog. You need to get to a hospital.
No way. Drive the course. This cancer ain't killed me yet.
You're not up for it.
If I don't drive it now, I ain't never gonna get to race in this car, man. Just one last lap. Do it!
Marco Flores and Andy Perez are about to drive their last lap together in a race against destiny. But this particular course has an unexpected detour into the Twilight Zone.
You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are only that of the imagination. You're entering the Twilight Zone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Damn, what you do to her? Hang on for the drift! Gonna set a record just for you!
Relax. Take it easy. Everything's okay.
I'm alive.
Yep. You're in good shape.
Marco? The guy driving?
Sorry, man. He didn't make it.
What do you mean he didn't make it?
His neck was broken in the accident. If it helps, he probably didn't feel any pain.
It doesn't help. Should have been me. I'm the one that's dying.
Dying of what?
I have cancer. I have a week, maybe.
I'm not a doctor, but you don't look terminal to me.
They never set up the course till just before the race.
We can still cruise the street later. See if we need tweaking any. When did they take everything down? I saw you last night. You were watching us race.
Yeah, I was there.
Well, what happened to all the barricades and the banners and everything?
I didn't see no race. Hey, got a buck. I can get something to eat.
It's gonna be a good race, man. Just like old times. Like you blew NSX a couple summers ago?
Shaved door handles and protected headlights.
Man, they blew past us just as we hit the light.
Yeah, and then when they caught up to us, they
Ripped off their shirts and threw them in our faces!
Marco's dead.
¿Cuántas millas tiene? 45,000.
Hey,
¿Qué le van a
grab the torque wrench.
cambiar? Un completo, todo. Las bujías, todo.
Heard you beat that cancer thing. Looks like you're gonna make it to Formula One after all.
I just came by to say how sorry I am about the accident.
It's not your fault, man. You weren't driving. Besides, I'm gonna get most of my investment back from the insurance. We get flow masters and coated headers on the next one.
How can you be talking about Flowmasters when Marco's dead?
I know he's dead. He's my brother.
Yeah, damn straight he was. Don't you care? Don't you feel anything?
I feel something. I feel like I can use a hand with this tranny.
What are you saying? What, he's alive?
You just don't get it, do you?
No, man, I get it. I just saw him take off in your ride.
How about that one time I took my big brother's Trans Am out of the shop, huh? I rolled to Enrique's party.
Engine's cold. Hasn't been driven. Ruben, what the hell's happening?
You tell me.
Is Marco dead or what?
You were there, man. You saw it happen.
Why are you so calm about it?
It's just death, man. No big deal. Are you gonna help me with this tranny or what?
Good times, man. Good times. Yo, Andy, come here and give it up.
What's up, Andy? Where you been?
We gotta talk. Now.
Hey, man, what are you doing?
Talking to my sister. You got a problem with that?
Let go of me.
Just how you show respect. Marco ain't even in the ground yet.
Yeah, so what?
So you his girl. You guys loved each other.
His hasn't changed. I still love him.
Yeah, you could have fooled me.
Whatever.
Yo, Andy. Don't make me finish this alone, man. Get over here. Good memories.
This isn't happening.
You need to relax. Yeah.
Where is he? Where'd he go? Who? Marco!
You know what your trouble is? You got Marco on the brain.
Wait!
Is it really you?
Who else is it gonna be?
I thought you were dead.
I am, bro. Ruben's gonna make you eat that.
Marco? 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 Marco! Marco! This is crazy.
I'm worried about him. He's been alone in his room ever since he came home last night.
He's been through a lot. We all have. He just needs some time to adjust.
Mm-hmm. At least he's not using drugs.
Something's making him act weird.
I'm not acting weird.
You should get out of those clothes. Clean yourself off. You'll feel a lot better.
I just need something to eat.
Sit down, I'll bring you something.
So, I heard you went to a party last night.
Yeah, made a total fool of himself.
Look who's talking.
Son, what can we do? We're worried about you.
Look, I'm sorry I'm stressing you, Mama. It's just yesterday was tough. It's real tough.
What happened?
Well, first I thought I saw the GT. Our GT racing these girls. And then last night I saw Marco sneaking out Ruben's Trans Am just like he did a couple of months ago.
Some memories can stay with you for a long time.
But then Ruben, his own brother, dies and he's acting like it's nothing. And my sister, she loved Marco. She's already forgotten him.
Well, how do you expect her to react?
Not you two.
You won't be happy till everybody feels as lousy as you do.
Don't worry about Marco.
Marco is dead.
Why does that upset you so much?
What the hell's the matter with you guys? Marco's dead and nobody cares.
Why don't you just chill?
Son!
Don't leave. Come back and eat.
We need to talk.
I'm not seeing you.
Yeah, you are. But you're the only one.
What are you telling me? You're some kind of ghost or something?
It doesn't matter. Only thing matters is you being happy.
I'm gonna be happy with you dead.
That's exactly why I'm here. There's no reason for you to be freaked out about all this.
Can you say that the only reason why you ran that course was because of me?
It wasn't your fault. It was meant to be. You gotta be open to it.
No matter what, I was supposed to die, not you.
Andy, everybody goes sooner or later. All you need to know is where you end up is good.
It ain't that simple.
Nothing is more simple. Andy, look at me. I'm your best friend. Why would I lie to you? Now I'm telling you that death is nothing to be scared of.
Well, it's good for you. What about the rest of us?
No one else is grieving but you.
I know. It's weird.
No, it's right. And everyone else gets it but you. I know you're scared, but I'm here for you. Whenever you want to talk to me, I'm listening. See you tomorrow, Florio.
You look better today.
I feel better today.
Have you seen Marco? He looks wonderful.
Better hurry before they close the lid on him.
What's with the tears? You got it yet?
I'm working on it.
You're gonna be just fine. Look around. Sure, they're gonna miss me now and then, but they'll always know I really haven't gone anywhere, you know?
I think I understand now.
Andy, when the finish line comes, don't be afraid. It's a beautiful thing. Gonna set a record just for you! Hold on! Man, come on. Don't leave me, man. Come on, don't leave me, bro. Come on, don't leave me. Don't leave me, please. Come on.
It's okay. I'm not afraid.
No, man. No, Andy. No, come on, Andy, no. Come on.
It's natural to fear death. But with a little help from his family and friends, Andy Perez learned to accept the inevitable. Rest in peace, Andy.